Let's Save on a Teacher's Salary. My name is Asanda and I have been permanently employed in the Eastern Cape since May 2023 at the age of 34, going on 35, and now I am 36. I'll tell you when my birthday comes. Anyways, I'm taking out the big book. I have to go back to what worked in the beginning, because every time I try to think about how I'll now have land and how that's going to affect me financially. You know, people say renting, why rent when you can build, you can save money on renting. But the truth is, you're building and it's costing you money. It's going to cost more money for me to own my place than it does to rent. When I rent, I just pay 500 rent and that's it. Do you know how much I'm gonna spend? Even before I can move in, like, there's so much money that I'm gonna spend. And every time a tile falls, a glass breaks, I'm looking at something and I'm like, I don't like those cupboards anymore. I can change them now because I'll be living in my own space. If I want to buy a television and hang it on the wall, I'll do it. And then I look at it and I'm like, I don't like a hanging wall. And then I'll take it down. I know for a fact this is going to cost me more. So I made a decision, like I did with my license, that I'm just gonna get started immediately trying to cram those signs. My brain is rejecting those signs, Shane. I'm trying, but my brain is rejecting the signs. Also, with this whole building thing, I am going to get started immediately. I want to be over prepared. There's no such thing as being over prepared when it comes to building, but I'm gonna come close. I'm going to come close. So I thought, what is the best thing to do for me to do right now? Because I can't do right now. I don't have access to the land yet. So what is it that I can do to prepare myself in the meantime? I don't really do a budget anymore. And I thought, okay, when I'm building, I'm going to be spending a lot of money. And I'm going to still be trying to save for a car, because I want to make sure that they both come at the same time. Like when I move, I have a car and I have a place to stay that I call my own. So I was like, what can I do now though? And I thought, oh yeah, I need to go back to like budgeting. So I decided, no, what I'm going to do in the meantime is try to get back to the routine of budgeting, so that I can then end up figuring out how to squeeze in building if possible. But it has to be possible. It can't be an if. So I brought out the big books. This has budgets from earlier on when I used to budget all the time. Let me see. This one that showed up here. What's the date? February, January. Which year? It doesn't have a year. What doesn't it have a year? This is a 2024. So this I got this in 2024. Oh my God, that was amazing back then. I used to have a planner. There's a child that I did decide to tutor, so I wrote down here that I decided to call her and tutor her. And then I needed to do like a subject layout for tutoring, so I needed to prepare to tutor her. And then I also had to pick up a parcel on Friday, January 2024. It's on my planner. I need to get back to being this girl. I need to get back to being this girl. Start working on the planner, washing, packing. I don't wash my clothes anymore. I pay somebody to do that. Especially when I could pay that. Call to pick up my clothes, travel back to work, clean my room, go to school, preparation books. I need to start my preparation books. I need to start my files. This was January 12th. Go to school, preparation books, do my preparation books, files, printouts for grade 12. Wow. Check the tie pack. Check tie pack. I even wrote that. And I wrote there, Sunday 14, I need to rest. Oh, I need to be this girl again. I totally need to be this girl again. So what's happening is that I was thinking, in my head, just trying to figure out how much am I willing to spend, and who am I as an owner of a home in the rural areas. I'm trying to see myself like that, so that I can envision myself and see myself and financially plan ahead for it. And I am faced, of course, with the reality that I know, for me, rural areas have one specific problem for me, and that is they're not exactly an investment. That has always been an issue for me. Like, what do I do with that in my brain? Like, can I spend R500,000 and knowing very well that if I ever move and don't come back here, my parents did move and never came back. So uh, even now they're not back. I'm the one who came back. So how am I going to deal with that? Am I going to be able to handle the money that I've invested on a land that I cannot properly sell at a higher value? I can't exactly say appreciated in value or anything like that. So yeah, and I need to set up a limit. Like, okay, initially, just to move in, I don't want to spend more than this, and this should include furniture. And I thought, okay, I don't want to spend more than 250,000 rand, at most 300,000 rand, and this should include furniture. This include furniture, fencing, flushable toilets, what do you call that thing where you flush to in the rural areas, that in the farms and rural areas that they use? I want to call it a stamp. Whoa, construction words are leaving my brain. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, that. So I wanted to be like, okay, this, if I spend 300,000 rand at most, it has to be fully, like, everything. Kitchens put in, stoves bought, everything put in, and then I can say, okay, at 300,000 rand, I'm comfortable that if I ever leave, for example, if I retire and I'm like, I don't want to live here in my retirement, then I'm comfortable with leaving, because it's not like I can even rent the place. It's not close to like rental spaces that are places that I pick for rental. So I don't know. Hey, it's weird. And someone just informed me that the taps that were installed there that used to have water don't have water no more. Like, they don't have water. What is up with our government? In fact, in our municipalities, like, what is wrong with them? What is wrong with the people who are supposed to provide services? How can you leave so many communities? Where my school is at, there's no water. Where I'm at right now in the town, the taps, they're running dry. The rural area that I'm going to be moving to in months from now, it's not even going to be more than a year, guys. It's going to be months. It better not be 12 months, because 12 months is a year. There's no water. So I'm like, what are they doing? Okay, so another thing that I was thinking of is, I'm not exactly a possession kind of person. I'm not a big fan of owning things like property, cars and all these things, but I need a car to go to work. I need a car to be comfortable. I need a car to be able to move on my own, and I like being alone. Also, I like the idea of getting out of my door to my own private yard. So I kind of have to compromise in thinking I wanted a life where there's very little possessions around me, but at the same time, I have to own in order to have that kind of peace, It's a bittersweet thing. So let's look at how I used to budget before. That's what I wanted to look at, like how I used to budget before. I haven't budgeted in a while. The cost that I have, I know I still have. I'm still putting money in my emergency fund even now. But of course, once I start taking a car on credit, because even though I'm going to pay a deposit for my car, I'm still going to take a car on credit, because I'm not going to save all of it. If I want a car, yeah, let's say I'm going to say the most ridiculous amount. Let's say I wanted a car for 600,000, 700, 800,000. How long would it take for me? Let's say I wanted 1 million. Let's say I wanted a car for 1 million rand. It took me almost a year and a half to save for 200,000 rand. So how long then would it take me to save 1 million to buy that car, cash? What I'm doing is short. So that's for me. I know that even though I'm going to pay a large deposit, I'm still going to end up borrowing money. One of the things that I'm not going to do, though, is take a car that has a balloon payment. So instead of paying a balloon payment, I'm going to pay a deposit. And in a balloon payment, I'm not going to talk about it because I'm not a financial advisor, but in a balloon payment. Anyway, so I no longer pay monthly stash to my Liberty account, but my Liberty account does have 11,000 Rand. So my stash app, I might reconsider that. I don't know. I no longer give myself an allowance of 5,000 Rand. I give myself 6,000 Rand. Maybe I should consider lowering it back. But then I have my washing washed, so that might be, I pay for my washing to be washed now. That might be not a good idea. I need to reconsider this. How do I lower my allowance? But you have to understand, my allowance includes rent. It includes my life insurance, which is almost 500 Rand. It's not exactly 500 Rand. My life insurance, I want to make sure that if anything happens to me, my mother is comforted by the amount of money she gets from my life insurance. And I don't play with that. Like, that's not a joke. I'm not trying to shock you or any. That's exact. I mean what I'm saying. And then of course my mom, which is 1,000 Rand. Oh, this one is old. This one when I was still paying my NSFIS loan and I was still paying the pressless blanket I bought for my mom. Wow, this is old. We need to find a new one. So now I wanted to start saving for a tank for home. When I wanted to buy them a Jojo tank, because they were having water problems. Then the strikes, the people working at the municipality, the water department would strike and damage the things that help get the water to us, and then we wouldn't have water. It was a mess. So and I paid 3,500 Rand for lawyers to try and fix my mother's paperwork for the house. That's still not sorted, by the way. It's still, you internal lawyers, Pagat. It's still ongoing. Yeah. And I did an annual budget. But let's see. Finance channel monthly budget, weekly allowance. Oh wow. I'm actually saving more than I had decided I was going to save. I wrote there, save 10,000 Rand a month, and then I said times 12. I saved 12,000 a month. Actually, I saved 12,200. I'm doing better than this. I want to save more. Huh. I wrote my notes for, I have notes here for, according to, for YouTube channel, average monthly salary 26,791. Body's quarterly labor. Oh my goodness. Hey, these pages are empty. I should use them. Start of tracking my weekly spending. I wrote there on January 28th, start tracking my weekly spending, and I did, by the way. I also learned that I don't like tracking my weekly spending. I don't like checking every nitty gritty. I don't like that, shame. I do it. I prefer doing it monthly. Do preps during weekends. Try to prepare for 2 weeks. Food prep for 1 week. That's something I haven't been able to do. To do food prep. I wrote this on my January last year. Do food preps. I haven't been able to do that. Budget, I did, and then I stopped. Weekly spend a tracker, I do not like that. I will never do that again, man. And this thing of tracking how much I spend a week, that was too much. But it helped me, but I don't want to do it. It says there on February 15, subject meeting helped me deal with my slump. I really was feeling defeated. The subject meeting motivated me. I didn't go to today's subject meeting. This year's subject meeting in February, I didn't go to. I broke my wrist just before the subject meeting. Mark learner books, don't come back early. Grade 11 and 12, copy task 11 and 10 and give to learners. Prep book day, do my preparation book, do my preparation on Saturday and Sunday. That's something I wanted to say. I'm seeing a counselor. I started seeing a counselor this month, at the beginning of this month. Again, free hospital, public hospital. That's how I roll. Guys, I don't have medical aid, but I'm going to find a way to be healthy. There's always a way. So what was I going to say? I'm seeing a counselor, and one of the conversations I was having with the counselor was like, she was talking about me separating work from my personal life, and I was like, what personal life? to be honest, I do not have a personal life. I go to work Monday to Sunday, and I'm working. Like, I'm I'm seeing this for the first time today, actually. February Saturday the 10th, it says here preparation book day, and it says Sunday that the 11th preparation book day. And if you go through the week, I went to subject meetings, and then on Friday I said don't come back early on Friday. And then Mark Leonard books, and then on Saturday do preparation books. Sunday do preparation books. That she's right. I need to separate my work and have a personal life. But how do I do that? I don't know. Well, on February, I need like I really need my notes for YouTube. That's when I was still doubting whether I should do this channel or not. I was like, oh, should I not? And on Tuesday, 27 February, I wrote this: YouTube, let's save. How much I spend on my family in February 2024. Let me explain. Family, and then to me, it means my mom. Family to me means my mom and my unmarried siblings. So I always send 1,000 rand every month to my mom. I wrote that as notes. Total to my siblings that month, I sent 700 rand to my siblings. And then I bought a door for 2,000 rand, and the things that come with the door for 450. That ended up being 2,450. I didn't even remember this. I don't even remember this. Total that month that I spent at home was 4,150 rands. Me. And that was notes for YouTube. Like I did notes to do a video on YouTube. Another one says, oh, this is for another channel, because I have multiple channels, by the way. Yeah, I have more than one channel. Actually, I have 4 channels. I've abandoned one, the Broke Auntie channel. I've abandoned it because it doesn't resonate with where I'm at right now. I did it when I was unemployed and really battling, but now I'm not in that situation. So I then sort of evolved to this channel, and then I've abandoned it. As you see, I tried to go back to it, but it didn't work. I also have a teaching channel, a maths literacy channel. I don't know. I haven't posted since last year on that channel, and I can't tell you why. I'm not burnt out. I have a lot of things that I could do. I have so much I could do, but it's just like I'm not posting. But I guess that's why I'm attending counseling, because something was just not right with me since last year. And I have another channel that I have with my sister, and that channel is now sitting at like almost just above 500 subscribers. We started it this year. And then I have of course this series that I'm gonna do now with we've been working on it since April, that I'm doing since May. No, April, which is the month before June. Since April, we've been working on it since April, and yeah, we are at the stage where we are getting ready to post. Please do bear in mind that channel, that those videos are shot with a much cheaper cell phone than even this one that I use. Okay, let's see. We did have a conversation about that, and we decided no, let's not yet invest anything on it more. It's been 8 months since I started my permanent job. It says here, it's been 8 months since I started my permanent job. Here are some of the things I have done and how it's going. I've been stashing 5,000 rand. I've stashed 5,000 rand since September 2023 and saved 107,000 rand into my emergency fund, excluding interest. Paid off 32,000 rand student loan, started paying a family debt this month, left with 1,500 rand on a 9,000 rand consumer debt. Started with some minor renovations at home. Began baby step 3 this month. So I guess the minor renovation was just to fix the door, because my mom won't let me touch anything. Oh, I did some prep for thingy shopping list: carrots, pepper, roll on, potatoes, mixed veggies, red pants, apples, grilled potatoes, chakalaka, and mayo. water and apple. I was supposed to have that on Monday, the 4th of March. I need to look back at this. And then I was planning on having on Tuesday samp with chicken feet, and then juice and apple. I need to go back to that, girl. Okay, so here are the things that I listed that I spend on: rent, stash, Netflix, life insurance, transport to work, utilities such as electricity. I don't have electricity right now. Data, charity of choice. That's a different charity of choice. That's not the one that goes to my mother. Airtime, work supplies like red pens, groceries, and healthcare and self-care, clothing, and lunch. This was when I was tracking my weekly budget. This says from the 4th to the 10th of March. Now that I think about it, maybe I should go back to tracking my weekly budget. Guys, I spend so much money. Like, I will buy myself, when I come back from work, I'll buy myself Magnum with a slab. And then the following day, I'll buy myself Magnum. And then the following day, I'll buy myself pizza. And the following day. Maybe I should do this, because I used to get like such a shocker of how much I've spent that specific week. I'm gonna go back to, maybe I should. I don't like it, but I'm gonna do it. Because, so that we get ready to build. YouTube notes. Wow, this book, I really used this book. Like, really used it. Disclosure: I am not a financial advisor, so be warned, this is not financial advice. It is a conversation. Besides, you should have been taking financial advice from broke people anyways, because I used to consider myself broke. Mind your money. I used to have a plan of posting Fridays and Sundays twice a week. This video reminded me of so many stories I had growing up, so I made notes to myself. But then I go to school Monday to Sunday, so it just seems so impossible for me to have like a routine for YouTube, because I was like, where do I fit it? So anytime I feel like I have time to rest, I'd be like, okay, let me shoot a video for YouTube. That's what I started doing. Again, it comes back to the counselor saying you need to have personal time, like time that is not about school. Okay. I made notes here when I was marking here. I have a improvement plan, sort of like scribbled notes. Writing numbers in full. The learners must have been struggling to write numbers in full. Percentage increase. Calculating percentage increase. Relationship between two variables and understanding a trend. All right. Provide learners with compiled topics. And then I said, okay, what do I need to do? Okay, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. This is like a blast from the past. Oh my God, all of this is empty. And then I just stopped. I'm concerned. I just stopped. I know I've written somewhere during this year, but I think I wrote at the back. Yeah, I started writing at the back from this year, but a little bit, not even much. I stopped. That's the thing. I just stopped. Weird. So weird. This is so weird. I just stopped. Interesting. I need to go back to I'm going to copy this method here. I'm just going to use a normal book like I did back when I started budgeting. I'm going to use a normal book, and I'm going to copy the style of budgeting here, which is like, it tells you your income, you write your income, and then you write your expenses, the monthly budget, and then it has like a weekly budget, and then it's weekly planner for food. Yeah, I need to do that. I've lost track, haven't I? I need to get back, center myself as I prepare to be a homeowner.